As you can see, I have successfully transformed into a troll. Troll-like creatures are found in myths, spells and poems from around the world, but the word troll is of Scandinavian origin. Trolls, however, are an important part of Finnish folklore as well. This video explores the lore about Finnish trolls and how they differ from their better-known international and Norse cousins. To compare Norse and Finnish trolls, we can use an analogy with the country's black metal scenes. Like Norwegian bands, their trolls are rather well known around the world, while Finnish trolls, although not inferior by any means, are generally ignored, except for some underground comics hardly anyone has heard of, with the exception of the ferocious Moomin troll and his corporate empire, of course. The famous Norse trolls often live on the mountains or under bridges and turn to stone in sunlight. Sometimes these trolls are associated with Finland too, mistakenly. Historically, such trolls have mainly appeared in the Ostrobothnia region and are called mountain trolls. Since the region is not known for too many mountains, we can assume that the tales of mountain trolls spread there from Scandinavia. The Finnish word for troll, peikko, could derive from a Proto-Germanic word meaning roughly someone doomed to die, and has a very negative tone to this day. Funny enough, the Estonian word for bridegroom has the same roots. Hermits and evil-deemed people, as well as Satan himself, have been referred to as trolls. However, the lesser-known Finnish trolls are not necessarily that bad, and may occasionally help humans with, for example, childbirth. Yet, the sound of thunder has been explained by the high god Ukko himself smiting trolls in his wrath. And that sounds very similar to Thor battling giants in the Norse myths. The Finnish trolls are called the Earth's folk, maahiset in Finnish. They don't live on mountains or under bridges, but rather in an upside-down world, an eerie reflection of our own world. That could make a pretty cool setting for a movie or series. I wonder if anyone's thought of that. As is often the case in Finnish myths, the creatures can infect humans with foul diseases. The names of the beings and diseases are often interchangeable, and troll, that is, maahinen, maanväki, can refer to both the creature and the disease. Unlike most people on the internet and social media in the 2020s, I'm no virologist or disease expert, but I can give you advice on how to avoid catching the trollish disease. When roaming in the woods, try not to bother the trolls in any way, and also avoid crossing their paths. Fail to do this, and you could be forever lost in the forest and go insane. Cattle can also catch the disease or be stolen by the trolls, who are skilled cattle herders in their own upside-down world. A common practice of both Norse and Finnish trolls is swapping human babies with their own, known as changelings among humans. As recorded, for example, in the Prose Edda, the Christian humans were afraid of trolls in the Middle Ages. The same goes for Finland and our underground folk. Just like the Norse trolls and black metal bands, the Finnish trolls can't stand the sound of church bells. The trolls can be kept out of the house by hanging iron objects above doors and windows. I'm not sure where that belief comes from, but I like to think that it maybe has something to do with a mythical, bloody conflict where the humans fought trolls with steel weapons. The Finnish underground trolls have been recorded numerous times in old poems and have survived at least in language and phrases. I like to think of them having retired to their subterranean home, from where they will once again rise and annihilate us once the northern permafrost melts. To conclude, Finnish trolls differ from their better-known counterparts, and I should probably have drawn them in a more distinguished way for trolled, so they wouldn't look so much like the Scandinavian trolls, but that's too late now. It is fair to say that both troll species coexist in the tales that have survived. Neither the word troll or mahinen was ever a strictly defined concept, so one could ask if any distinction between troll species is even necessary, and who the fuck cares? Except maybe you, having watched until here. Or what do you think? Share your thoughts and prayers in the comments.